Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would get out my FX4 practice hand and do a video. So I've decided to just do a really pretty pink girly set. So onto the little finger, I'm going to be just doing a classic baby boomer. So I'm using Milky Pink, which is from CJP. Basically all of the acrylics I use today are going to be from CJP. So I blend out the back of that bead slightly and I walk it down towards the free edge, and I'm just constantly patting and smoothing it into place just so it's all nice and even and there's not too many lumps or bumps. And then I just come in with another really small thin wet bead just to fade the back of that out even more. I then do like to leave my white to set before I come in with my next colour. So onto the ring finger, I'm doing a full now of a champagne pink, and I think this is an absolutely beautiful pink. I'm surprised, it doesn't pop up more. Like I see a lot of the other CJP pinks used, but I rarely see this one come up on their group, and it is an absolute beautiful pink. Yeah, I can't explain it. It picks up, the camera picks up the colour quite well. It's not a fully opaque pink, but it's really soft and gentle. I really liked it. It was really easy to work with as well. So I'm just going to be doing a full now of the champagne pink, as I will be coming over the top with some water decals. And I basically think I just did this now in the 3 bead method. But because of the length and because it was quite a sheer pink, I do come in with a couple of little extra beads and touch it up. So I'll just let you guys watch this bit. Again, I'm really trying to pat and press that acrylic into place so it's all nice and even, just so at the end there's minimal finish filing to do. And because champagne pink is a core powder, it doesn't need to be capped. So I've basically just built that full now with that colour. Just come in with a little bit more because, like I said, it is quite a sheer colour and I did want the colour to be a little more opaque. So on to the middle finger. Yep, the middle finger. I'm going to do a really nice soft acrylic marble. So originally I was going to do this marble a bit like the rose quartz look. So I was going to use champagne pink, milky pink and some crystal glass. But when I did this first bead with just the champagne pink and milky pink, I really liked the effect it gave. So I changed it up and decided to just do a whole nail like this. So I just am basically placing on a medium to wet bead of the pink and then a medium to wet bead of the white, and just bringing my brush to a point and sort of pulling them into each other, just dragging up one side the nail and then back again. It's not really like a too swirly marble. I literally just do this until the nail is completely covered, trying to not play around with the colours too much, as I do still want to be able to see the pink and white separate. I don't really want all the colours to sort of like mush into one. I do absolutely love doing marble nails, and I do love that you can create different effects. They don't all have to look the same kind of marble. So it's just fun to play around, and I don't think you can really go wrong. So once I've fully finished the marble, I did just come in here and touch up that cuticle area a little bit. I'm then just going to come in and add some glitter. So the glitter I'm using is just really fine white iridescent glitter with, I think, some fine silver pieces in it, but unfortunately I don't have a clue where it's from or anything like that, so I can't leave that one linked in the description box. But yeah, any fine glitter would work fine. And I'm just picking that up with small beads of crystal glass and just sort of pulling it through in places through the marble, just to give it that little something extra. I did want this set to look quite soft and delicate because the glitter I use on the next nail and the decals are what really stand out, so I didn't want every nail to be too in your face. So then I will cap that marble at the end, but for now I'll just leave it to set. And I'm coming on to the pointer finger, again using that champagne pink, just placing my bead near the cuticle area but not touching, and then just pushing up towards it before dragging down, really trying to keep that cuticle area as neat as possible. And then I did want the champagne pink to completely cover the natural nail bed, so I did just place on another bead. And then just dragging this down, as this is going to be a glitter fade from the free edge down. So I just come in and built my apex up a little bit more, as because previously, as I said, this is a core powder, so it doesn't need to be capped. So I'll simply just cap over the glitter that I apply. So I'm going to come in on the free edge with that same fine white glitter, just as a background for the chunky mix I'm coming over the top with. And then the next mix is from A&A Glitters, and it's called Pink Hearts and Crosses, but I simply just poured it out into a little tray and just picked up the pink hearts. So because they are quite chunky hearts, I've just placed a thin bead of acrylic down first, and then I'm just picking up those hearts with my wet brush and then just patting them into that acrylic. I'm just trying to pick up sizes that fit into the little spaces and not overlap them. So that's why I'm just taking my time and picking up different sizes. That's why this mix is great, because there are from tiny little hearts to larger hearts, so you can create various effects. And then once they are all stuck in place, I will cap this now as well in clear acrylic. I think I didn't leave any capping in. I cut it all out just because the video was super long, so I didn't leave any capping or filing, but I did leave in showing how I apply my water decals. So just coming in with a little bit more of that iridescent glitter, just so you could see a little bit more of it and it faded down a tiny bit more. Just keeping it really nice and wet and thin, because I'm now going to have to just put a thin layer of clear acrylic over the top of that. So back to the little finger, I'm going to finish off that baby boomer. So I'm placing that first bead of acrylic down, blending out the back of the bead before then pulling it down. And I have to say, the champagne pink made ombre so easy. So if you are struggling with ombre, I really recommend this combination. I don't know if it's because it isn't fully opaque, it is slightly sheer, that it just ombreed effortlessly. But then with the next bead I placed over here, I drained the back of my brush out before placing down that bead, so it just made that bead a little bit more opaque, if that makes sense. So at my cuticle area it was still that full coverage pink, but then it blended effortlessly over the white. So again, just another small bead to build up the apex, as when I'm doing a baby boomer, 9 times out of 10 I just cap the blend area. So then off camera I did file and shape and buff all the nails and give them a good clean, and I'm then coming in with these beautiful decals from Femme Fatale nails. So removing that protective sheet, otherwise they won't work, and I'm then going to just cut out the decals that I want to use. These decals are really good quality. They're thin enough that they apply effortlessly, but they are still thick enough to last well and be durable, etc. So I just pop them in some room temperature water, and then I just come in, because I'm doing a full nail of decals, I come in with my Kiki London base coat. So I apply a thin wet layer of this, as I like to stick my decals into base coat when I'm using them over acrylics. I just find that they set better, you can move them around better, and that when I wear them on myself they will last until I'm removing my nails or doing an infill. So as you see, they pulled off the backing paper really nice and easily, and because I've got that wet layer of base coat down, I can move them and nudge them around as much as I please without having to worry about them, you know, them setting and then they're stuck down and you can't move it. So I just come in and basically I don't fully cover the nail, you do still see the pink through it, but I just I keep adding decals until I'm happy with the result. I did really like how it looked here with the flowers at the bottom and the flowers at the top, but for this particular design I just wanted a little bit more, so I just come in and cut out some more of those decals. Now I absolutely love water decals. I find them so easy to use, and that they're such a great way to add a little bit of nail art. You know, if you're no good at painting or if you don't have the time, water decals are perfect. They're so reasonably priced, and I absolutely love all the ones I've ever tried from any of the companies. I've never really come across any that I haven't got on with. But my top, my top suppliers for decals would be Femme Fatale and Charlie's Nail Art. So once I'm happy with where all those decals are placed, I will then pop this in my lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And that just basically makes sure that then those decals are all set into your base coat. So whenever I'm doing decals, I like to double top coat. So I come in with the first layer of top coat and I cure this for 30 seconds, just so it's still semi-tacky and not fully cured, so that my next layer of top coat has something to cling to. And I just find that if I double top coat again, they last the full duration that I'll be wearing the set for. So I then just cured that for the 30 seconds, and then I'm going to come in and top coat all of the nails. And then guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, then please leave it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments section below. I hope you've all had an absolutely wonderful bank holiday weekend, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. I shall see you all again soon. Bye bye.